Hi everyone. Good evening. Good evening to our 24 live audience tonight. Hello. Once again, good evening to all of you, and I would like to welcome you on our another live lesson for tonight for another engaging and worthwhile lesson that we will discuss tonight on our live lesson. Once again, this is teacher Aubrey Bermudez, your English teacher. How is my audio and video? Kindly comment. Is it clear? How's my audio? Is it clear? How's the video? Is it clear? To all our live audience tonight, I would like to request you to please share the link of our live video. Yes, share the link on your Facebook, on your social media, share the link or send the link through Messenger to your friends, classmates, learners, or co-workers. Who do you think will also benefit from our lesson tonight? And while we are still waiting for some more live audience, let's greet our active learners tonight. By the way, to make our discussion more engaging, I highly request everyone who is watching to share your thoughts, your ideas on our live chat box. So if you are watching on your mobile devices, the live chat box is down there. If you will see that live chat, just click that one and you will see. So I'm about to read your chats later. And if you're watching on your mobile, on your personal computers, on your laptops, the live chat box is there at the right side of your screen. Now let's read the names of our early birds tonight. Somebody's watching from Doha, Qatar. Sofia Yvonne Regala, hello. Heidi Data, hello, hello. Romer Salamat. Paring Castor, hello, Paring Castor. Good evening, kumusta? Anna Cadion, our live audience from Hong Kong. Mekman, kabisado ko ng mga pangalan ng mga estudyante ko. Leo Demante, good evening, Myra Bell. Hello, kumusta Myra Bell? Sister of my learner sa Pantok, nung estudyante ko pa sila. From Western Visayas, si Mekman, Ricky Paler, Abe Barwell, Carlos Jr. Hello, Carlos. Buti naka-attend ka sa live natin tonight. At ang proud na kapatid sa iglesia, si Jumil Lokina. Hello, kapatid. Regina Dorado. Maricar Escobido. Lester Madulado. Teacher G. Hello, good evening. Teacher Girl. Karine. Angela Rugas. Julie Bombom. Watching again ang masipag nating learner na si Yen Yural Badagwas. Hello. Sana walang ulan para walang ingay. Medyo umaambon ngayon pero sana manatiling tuloy-tuloy at maganda yung connection ng ating internet. Hello po ma'am, pa-shoutout po sa nanay ko na laging nanonood sa live mo. Floremilia Relox, dyan po sila sa Kalumpit, Bulacan. Bahain dyan ah, kumusta po ba ang kalagayan dyan? Bahain sa Kalumpit, Bulacan parang may kawayan din yan eh. Pero alam ko mas bahain dyan. Ayan, stay safe po. Divina Come. Hello po, Lester Madulado. Emeline Mayor, Jasmine Kagalawan, June Jintalan, Jeffrey Lazaro from San Rafael, Bulacan, Mitch Salazar, Corapika Serrano. Pabati ng mga bata dito sila BJ at AJ. Hello BJ and AJ. From K. Pombo, Santa Maria, si Alicia Guevara. How am I? I'm just doing great. Maraming ginawa kanina maghapon, nag-aral ng topics for next week's seminar speakership namin dito sa aming division about radio broadcasting. So ayun, nagpe-prepare ako. Next week kasi meron kaming seminar. Isa ako sa speakers. Dante Brule, hello! Aba, yung ating learner from South Korea. Dati ko na itong shout out sa aking videos eh. Hello Dante Brule. Kumusta dyan sa South Korea? Anyong haseyo. Ay, good luck sa IELTS journey mo, Lloyd Quijano. Hindi ko na-record sa class record ko. Watching from Mandaluyong, Nardo, Mingoy. Once again, to everyone who is watching, please share the link of this live video sa inyong Facebook, pasend ng link sa Messenger or sa inyong social media accounts para po mas maraming maabot, mas dumami ang makakasama nating mag-aral tonight. And ayan, may nanonood din sa atin mula sa Leyte. Hello po, magandang gabi dyan sa inyo sa Leyte, my ompad. Malayo-layo yan. Mindanao ba yan or Visayas? Sa south ng Philippines. Ayan, mag-iingat po ang lahat. And to everyone, thank you kahit malakas ang ulan, bumabagyo, malamig, at mas masarap magpahinga, ay pinili nyo makasama ako tonight para pare-pareho tayong matuto at mag-aral. Hindi ko pati sinasagot ang tanong kung ilang taon na ako. Matagal ko na yun nasagot dati. I'm 25 years old. I'm turning 26 by August 24. Okay, 26 ako sa August 24. Pero ayun, ina-enjoy ko muna kasi 25 pa lang ako ngayon. Ayan na, nasagot ko na. Okay, so before anything else, Gina Flores, ayan. So now, before we begin our discussion about phrasal verbs with the word pick. Pick. All right, let me share with you first this motivational quotation. All right, it's from Earl Nightingale. As he said, we become what we think about. Again, we become what we think about. That's from Earl Nightingale. So what does that mean? Nangangahulugan na kung ano yung iniisip natin. Yun yung magaganap sa buhay natin. Yun yung magagawa natin. It's just like what your mind can conceive, your body can achieve. That's one of the mantras I have in my life. Yung lagi kong iniisip kasi inisip mo, umpisa pa lang na hindi mo kaya, hindi mo talaga yung magagawa. Pero kapag inisip mo na kaya mo, well, you're halfway there. So always think of positive thoughts that will uplift your spirit, that will boost your confidence. Okay? Dahil lagi ko nga sinasabi sa inyo, minsan sa buhay, kung walang tutulong sa inyo, ang unang-unang tutulong sa inyo ay ang sarili niyo mismo. So think of the things you would like to be in the future because you become what you think about. That's from Earl Nightingale. And with that, let us begin our discussion for tonight. I'm going to discuss the topic phrasal verbs, share with you the different phrasal verbs with the word pick, and share with you some examples. Then I'm about to ask you to do your part, try to compose a sentence using the phrasal verbs that we are going to discuss so that you may check yourselves if you can cope up with each phrasal verb that I am going to discuss. Also, don't be shy to share your thoughts, your ideas on our live chat box. And I will really appreciate if I will read your names on the live chat box. Kahapon at nung mga nakakaraan, may mga nababasa akong mga bagong pangalan na siguro dati nang nanonood pero ngayon lang nila naisip mag-comment, and I really appreciate that. No? Nakikita ko yung kagustuhan ninyong mag-participate. And I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Kaya pag may bago ako nabasang pangalan ako, babasahin ko agad. Putol-putol daw po ba yung boses natin? Putol-putol po ba? Sabi ni Divina Come. Okay po ba yung boses? Wait, let's check. Okay naman yung video. I have with me here the phone to check my connection. Okay, so I think okay naman yung connection natin. Clear daw. Siguro, tama po sa signal niyo. Ayan, kasi dito sa akin, nakalagay naman, excellent connection. So with that, let's continue. Our topic for tonight is about phrasal verbs with the word pick. All right, I hope you see it clearly. Phrasal verbs with the word pick. Can you see it clearly? Ayan. Ayan po, phrasal verbs with the word pick. Ayan po. But if you will ask me, Teacher Aubrey, what do we mean by phrasal verbs? Ano po ba ang kahulugan ng phrasal verbs? So my dear learners, when we say phrasal verb, according to Merriam-Webster, I'll read the definition. When we say phrasal verb, it is a noun, okay? Phrasal verb. And for the definition, it is a phrase, such as take off, pick up, pick out, okay? Or look down on, that combines a verb, okay? Combines a verb with a preposition or adverb, or both. Pwedeng bukod sa verb, may preposition, pwedeng verb, merong adverb. O kaya naman, may verb na, may kasunod pang preposition at adverb. Pwede pong ganun yung combination. And functions as a verb. At kahit may kasama siyang preposition and adverb, yung kabuuan ng phrasal verb na yun, kaya siya tinawag ng phrasal verb, nagfo-function siya bilang verb sa sentence or sa statements natin, whose meaning is different from the combined meanings of the individual words. Like for example, isa sa mga tatalakayin natin ay pick out. Pick out. The usual thing we know about pick is pwedeng pipiliin, pick. Diba? Pick. There's a separate definition of the word pick. And also the word out, there is another definition for the word out. But once we combine the two words, the word pick and the word out, then we already consider them as phrasal verb, and there will be a new definition that will derive from the combined words. Once na pinagsama na yung mga salitang iyon, may bago ng kahulugan na mabubuo. We don't need to take the literal meaning of each single word in the phrasal verb. Okay? Now, let us know more about phrasal verb. Again, when we say phrasal verb, it is a verb. Isa po itong pandiwa. Isa itong kilos. That is made up of a main verb, my main verb, together with an adverb or a preposition. Or pwedeng magkasama yung adverb at preposition. Typically, my dear learners, their meaning is not obvious from the meanings of the individual words themselves. Okay? Let's say, for example, the word, she has always looked down on me. The phrasal verb in that sentence is look down. This is the example. Can you see it clearly? Look down. Look down. Ayan. Pero hindi siya literal na nangangahulugan na look, na bukod na meaning ng look at down. Dahil kapag pinagsama na yung two words, may bago ng kahulugan na mabubuo. Subukan nyo nga pong alamin, ilagay po sa ating live chat box. So sa mga late na, pwede naman pong i-replay yung umpisang bahagi ng video natin at kakaumpisa-umpisa pa lang natin. And now, my dear learners, let's begin our discussion about phrasal verbs with the word pick. Yan. Phrasal verbs with the word pick. Wow, we already have 80 live audience. Look down, may ed po, look down. Kapag past tense po, looked down. Alright, so let's begin. The first phrasal verb with the word pick is this. Ang una po ay tatalakayin ko yung iba't ibang kahulugan because one phrasal verb may mean different. May have different definitions. Depende po kung paano gagamitin sa pangungusap. The first phrasal verb is pick up. This is the first phrasal verb, pick up. I know you are familiar with this one. So the first phrasal verb, pick up, it has three different definitions and they will differ based on how they are used in a sentence. The first definition of pick up is to take something up off of a surface. Again, to take something up of a surface. Ibig sabihin, may surface na nandyan at may nakalagay na bagay at ibig sabihin ng unang kahulugan ng pick up ay pupulutin mo. Pick up. I will pick up the marker on the board. That's the first one. Pick up. Now try to use that first definition of pick up on your own sentence. Again, there is a surface and you will take something up off of that surface. Like for example, this one is a surface, right? And here's an object on the surface and we are going to take that object off, alisin natin dun sa surface, and that is pick up. I will pick up the pen on the board. That's the first one. That's the first definition of pick up. Now try to make your own sentence. Ayan, may nabasa ako from May Ann Esitan. Tomorrow, I will pick up my order. Your example, May Ann Esitan, tama yung sentence mo, pero the word or the phrasal verb pick up there means other thing. Iba yung kahulugan ng pick up dyan. Okay? So mag-move on tayo sa next definition of the phrasal verb pick up. The second definition or other example for this is pick up your coat off the floor. Pick up your coat off the floor. For the second meaning of pick up, this phrasal verb may mean to meet and collect a person from a specific location. O nangangahulugan na mayroon kang imimit, katatagpuing isang tao sa isang specific na lokasyon at kukunin mo siya doon. Maaaring sunduin mo. Diba? Kaya nga yung iba, sabi nila, saan tayo makikita? Dito mo ako i-pick up. Ayan, yan po yung karaniwang ginagamit. Where are we going to meet? Where are you going to pick me up? Yun yung karaniwang ginagamit. Now, let's try to use that in a sentence. Who is going to pick Henry up at the airport? Who is going to pick Henry up at the airport? As you could notice, the word pick up, hindi siya magkarugtong na ginamit sa sentence. Sabi sa sentence, who is going to pick Henry up? Sa pagitan ng pick and up, may nilagay doon na noun. Pwede siyang lagyan ng ibang word sa sentence. Pwedeng may subject, mayroong other noun, saka po idudugtong yung preposition or adverb right after the noun or other words in the sentence pagkatapos ng verb. Okay? Just like in the sentence, who is going to pick Henry up at the airport? O sino ang susundo kay Henry sa airport? That's for our second definition. Try to use that definition of pick up on your own sentence. From Yen Yorel, can you pick me up here in the office? Yes, very good example. From Lloyd Quijano, I have no bad intention to pick up the missing wallet under the table because that is not mine. Very good example. And that the meaning of that pick up, Lloyd, is the first definition I gave, which means to take something off of a surface. From Ellie Defonso Parahinog, pick me up at my house. Very good. From Susie, my husband pick up my daughter at her school. Very good example. From Arnis Lasudu System Vlog, I pick up your things later. Wow, that's a new name na nabasa ko na nanonood. From Tess Marinas, the driver needs to pick up me at 3 p.m. Yes, very good example. But when you are going to say pick me up, magbabanggit kayo kung saang location. Yun po yung gamit niya sa sentence. Okay? So we already have two definitions of the phrasal verb pick up. You know what? These phrasal verbs are very useful in English conversations because most of the native speakers are very used into using these phrasal verbs in their conversations. Although hindi naman ganun kadali na magiging parang native speakers tayo, pero at least we can use those phrases that they usually use since we are learning English as second language. And now let's move on to the third definition of pick up. For the third definition of pick up, it may mean to buy something. Okay? Ayun yung nabasa ko kaninang example. Ang kahulugan niya sa pick up na example niya sa sentence ay may bibilhin siya, to buy something. So let's use that in a sentence. We may say, Jordan picked up some milk on the way home. Jordan picked up some milk on the way home. So the phrasal verb pick up there, which is in past tense, means Jordan bought milk on his way home. O nung pauwi na siya sa kanilang tahanan, bumili siya ng gatas. Yun po yung gamit no phrasal verb na pick up. So tandaan ninyo, ang mga phrasal verbs, they have variety of definitions and they depend on how you use them on your sentence or on what context. Depende kung paano ginamit sa pangungusap. Now, try to use the phrasal verb pick up with the definition to buy something. Try to compose a sentence. Sige nga po, tingnan natin. From Emerito Anis, he said, while you are waiting the result, let me pick up some food at the grocery. Wow, very good example. While you are waiting for the results, let me pick up some food at the grocery. Very good example. Hello, Aram, sexy Aram. You can still replay the initial part of this video. I will pick up some food for my family. Very good, Yen. More example from Mirabel Bermoy. My sister picked up cosmetics in the mall. Wow, very good examples. So you are, my dear learners tonight, you're doing great. You're giving awesome examples. Another example from Mateo do, I pick up the eggs in the grocery store. Ayan, in the grocery store. So those are the three definitions of pick up. Again, let's just review. The first one is to take something up, off of a surface. Second is to meet and collect a person from a specific location. And the third is to buy something. And there is actually another definition of the phrasal verb pick up. Siguro alam nyo ng iba, which has a bad connotation. May bad connotation yun eh. Di ba? May mga tinatawag tayong pick up girls. And there's a bad connotation there. At hindi ko na kasi nung i-elaborate dahil baka may mga bata tayong nanonood ngayon. Okay? I know you know that one. Okay, now let's proceed to our second phrasal verbs. Phrasal verb. The second phrasal verb is the word pick, the verb pick, together with the word out. Pick out. Okay, this one. The second one is pick out. What do we mean by pick out? Can you see clearly? Pick out. This second phrasal verb, the verb pick together with the word out, we have two definitions. Yes, we have two different meanings. The first meaning is to select or to choose. Again, to select or to choose. Yung mamimili ka, to select or choose. As simple as that. Okay, so let's try to use this pick out in a sentence. Let's say, Melissa picked out a shirt and brought it to the dressing room. And that is what you also usually do when you're at the mall or when you're at the Changge or at the supermarket or at the clothes shop. When you are picking particular shirt, dress, or whatsoever that you can wear, you are selecting or you are choosing. So the phrasal verb that you can use to talk about selecting a particular item or choosing from different options is the phrasal verb pick out. So again, the example I gave is Melissa picked out a shirt and brought it to the dressing room. So namili raw si Melissa ng damit na susukatin niya sa mall. Sabihin natin sa dep store. At dinala niya sa dressing room para isukat. As simple as that. Now, try to make your own example using the phrasal verb pick out with that definition. Oh, for Myra Bermudez, the instructor picked out Alisa or Alisa to lead the class. Or pinili niya, chinus niya si Alisa bilang maging leader ng klase. Hello, negosyo asenso at iba pa. From Emerito Anis, our basketball coach picked out the players with high potential to contribute to the team. Wow, great example. Thank you, Emerito. Jumi Lukina, my mother picked out some foods for me. Good job. From Yen Urel, I want to pick out a rubber shoes for myself. Where are you planning to pick out those rubber shoes? Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you. Sabi ni Mekman, Mirna picked out an outfit to wear at a party. Very good examples. Now let's proceed to the second definition of the phrasal verb pick out. The second definition of pick out is to separate from. Again, to separate from o ihihiwalay mo mula sa kung saan. Ihihiwalay mo mula sa kung saan. Or again, the second definition of pick out is to separate from. Let's use that in a sentence. Let us say, if you break a wine glass, make sure you pick all of the glass out of the carpet. Again, if you break a wine glass, make sure you pick all of the glass. Pansinin nyo, may phrase na all of the glass, saka lang isinunod yung word na out. Pick all of the glass out of the carpet. Okay? Pwede pong pick out all of the glass o pwede naman yung tinutukoy mo na aalisin mo, ihihiwalay mo, pwede mong ilagay sa pagitan ng phrasal verbs. Pick all of the glass out o pwedeng pick out all of the glass. Okay? Again, the example is, if you break a wine glass, kapag makakabasag ka ng wine glass, kapag nabasag mo ang wine glass, siguraduhin mo na ihihiwalay mo lahat ng bubog mula sa carpet. Again, that's the second definition of pick out. Let's just review. We have two definitions of the phrasal verb pick out. We have to select or choose, and the second one is to separate from. Now it's your turn to compose a sentence using pick out with two different definitions, and share your thoughts and ideas on our live chat box. From English and Zor, hello, sabi niya, please pick out the best answer among the given choices. Very good. Chopstick Diaries, hi, Chopstick Diaries. Can you please pick out the shorts in the closet? From Lloyd Quijano, hello Lloyd. Before I go to the bookstore, I already plan to pick out the criminal law too for the preparation of my first day of school. Wow, good luck. Emerito Anis, I picked out the rotten tomatoes from the good ones. Good example, di ba? Kapag sa isang basket, for example, may mga kamatis, kapag ibubukod mo yung nabubulok sa hindi nabubulok, the phrasal verb you can use for that action is pick out. Hello, good evening, Mami Lynn. Good evening, teacher. Hugs and kisses from me and Dave. Thank you for happy viewing and happy learning. Now let's proceed to our third phrasal verb. The third phrasal verb is this. The verb pick together with the preposition. Can you see this clearly? Pick over. Everybody say pick over. Pick over. Say it. Pick over. Excuse me. Pick over. Mas, pick over. So for the pick over, this phrasal verb pick over has one definition. So pick over means to take the best of something and leave what is not good. Again, pick over means to take the best of something and leave what is not good. What does that mean? O kapag sinabi nating pick over, aalisin mo lahat nung mainam, lahat ng the best. At ititira mo lang kung ano yung hindi maganda yung quality, kung ano yung hindi ganun kaganda, kung ano yung hindi ganun kaayos. That is pick over. Now, try to use pick over on your own sentence. Let us say, the shirts have been on sale so long that they have really been picked over. Again, the shirts have been on sale so long that they have really been picked over. Picked over in that statement is in past form. Kasi nga, matagal na eh. Tumutukoy dun sa pangyayari na may matagal ng sale, sabihin natin sa mall. May matagal ng sale yung mga shirts, sabihin natin sa Dep store. At dahil mahabang span na nung time na nagkaroon ng sale, sabihin natin 1 to 2 weeks. Wow! How we wish may ganung sale sa mga SM malls, no? Hanggang 2 weeks. Pero usually, 3-day sale lang po, no? Kapag weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So dahil mahaba-habang panahon na may sale, ang nangyari, yung mga naroroong nakadisplay na shirt, anong nangyari? Kinuha na lahat syempre yung magaganda, yun na yung mga unang nabili, at ano na lang natira? Yung hindi ganun kagaganda yung quality. Bakit? Kasi po, na-pick over na ng mga customer. Or, they already took the best and left what is not good. Again, we have pick over. Now, try to use pick over on your own sentence. I would love to read your answers. Tingnan natin. I can read a lot of comments. Yes, the comments are keep coming. By the way, my dear learners, if you are learning from our live lesson tonight, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and do me a little favor to not skip the ads and share the link of this video on your social media accounts. Share the link or send the link through FB Messenger to your classmates, to your friends, or coworkers who you think will also benefit from our lesson tonight. Now let's move on. Let's move on. Ayan, sabi ni Macman, let me just read. The puppy has been in the pound so long that he was picked over. Ayan, thank you for sharing that answer. Now let's proceed to our phrasal verb number 4. Phrasal verb number 4 is, eto, baka ginagawa niyo to sa mga nakababata niyong kapatid. Baka ganito yung lagi niyong ginagawa. Baka yung iba kasi nag-e-enjoy kapag ginagawa to eh. Lalo sa mga nakababatang kapatid o sa mga magkakaibigan, meron talaga tayong ginagawa nito. Napaborito natin. At ang sarap-sarap niyang gawa ng ganito. Okay, so our phrasal verb number 4 is pick on. Pick on. What does this phrasal verb mean? Ano ang kahulugan ng pick on? So, my dear learners, when we say pick on, this phrasal verb only has one definition. It has only one definition, and the meaning is to tease o asarin, to tease. Sino ang paborito nyong itis o asarin? Kapatid ba ninyo, kaklase, kaibigan, kabarkada? Di ba? Meron tayong paboritong inaasar eh, kahit sa pamilya. Parang napakapikon kasi, kaya mas masarap tuloy asarin. Sino yung karaniwang tinitis ninyo or pinipick on ninyo? Now, let's try to use a pick on Sabi ni Macman, I picked on my classmate until she cried. Nako, lagot ka sa teacher mo. Sabi, eto, let's use pick on in a sentence. Pick on again means to tease o asarin. Let's say my sisters and brothers always picked on me because I was the youngest. Again, my sisters and brothers always picked on me because I was the youngest. O yung mga kapatid ko, yung mga ate, mga kuya ko, lagi na lang akong inaasar. Ako kasi ang pinakabata. Okay. Again, we have the phrasal verb pick on, which means to tease. Now, use this phrasal verb on your own sentence. Huwag pong mahiya i-share ang inyong sariling mga sagot and sentences sa ating parang Tagalog daw. O, di ba? Pick on. Yun yung ugali ng mga inaasar. Sila ay pick on. O, di ba? From Aram. Sabi ni Romer Salamat, my brother always pick on me when we are watching movies. Okay, bullies in school mostly pick on wimpy kids. Okay. Alright, sige nga po, babasahin ko yung mga examples ninyo na sentences using the phrasal verb pick on. Sige po, tingnan natin. Ayan, sabi ni Lloyd Quijano, we together picked on because we love each other. Ayan, di ba minsan kapag yung mga mag-girlfriend, boyfriend, other way of showing love to each other is yung kapag nagpipikunan. No? Pero depende yun sa couple, kung gusto nilang ganon. Kung yun yung love language nila. Ayan. Sige po. At Mommy Lynn, late na sila nakapanood dahil medyo mahina ang signal. Patuloy pa rin kasi ang pag-ulan. So, manatili po tayong let's stay dry kahit umuulan. Ano po? From Tess Marina, sabi niya, Eman used to pick on me because that makes him happy. Siguro natutuwa siyang makita kang napipikon. Sino ba si Eman? Ayan. All right, now let's move on to our phrasal verb number 5. Let's move on to phrasal verb number 5. The next phrasal verb is this one. I'll just erase it neatly. Okay, for number 5, we have pick from. Number 5 is pick from. From Yen, sabi niya, picking on my nephews is my way of showing how I love them. Wow, how sweet of you. Okay, pick from. This is our 5th phrasal verb. And what do we mean by this? When we say pick from, my dear learners, it has a single definition. When we say pick from, it means to choose from a group of something, or as simple as mayroong pinagpipilian at pipili ka ng isa doon, and that is pick from. Again, pick from means to choose from a group of something, o mamimili ka mula sa grupo ng mga options na maaari mong pagpilian. Alright? Now, let us try to use the phrasal verb pick from in a sentence. Let us say, Mrs. Stephenson. Again, Mrs. Stephenson picked a new assistant from the group of applicants for the job. Pansinin ninyo, yung picked from, sa pagitan niya, meron tayong phrase na a new assistant o yun yung pipiliin mula dun sa grupo ng mga aplikante para sa trabahong ina-applyan nila. So, pwede siyang Mrs. Stephenson picked from a group of applicants for the job. Okay, pwede pong ganon. Pero sa sentence natin, Mrs. Stephenson picked a new assistant from the group of applicants for the job. So ano yung grupo na pinagpilian para sa new assistant ni Mrs. Stephenson? Doon siya pumili sa grupo ng mga nag-a-apply para sa trabaho. Again, we have the phrasal verb pick from. Now, try to use pick from on your own sentence. Subukan niyo pong gamitin. Gumawa kayo ng sarili ninyong sentence using pick from. Okay. Okay. Subukan mong i-review yung sentence mo, Lloyd. Medyo iba yung gusto mong iparating dyan. Again, ulitin natin. When we say pick from, my dear learners, to choose from a group of something. Mamimili ka mula sa options o grupo ng kung ano man. Mula sa mga pagpipilian. Ayan, sige. You may try. It's just okay to commit mistake. It's only a proof that you are trying, di ba? Kapag magkakamali man tayo, okay lang yun, huwag tayo ma-frustrate. Isa lang yun na patunay na sumusubok tayo. Ang masakit, yung hindi ka magkakamali kahit kailan kasi hindi ka naman sumubok. Mas nakakapagsisi yun, di ba? My book is picked from the library. Okay, thank you, Sophia. Yeah, our CEO picked me from my department to present our proposals. Wow, good job to you, Yen. Ayan, thank you for sharing your answers. Again, our phrasal verb number 5 is pick from, which means to choose from a group of something. Now let us proceed to our phrasal verb number 6. Ayan, sabi ni Jumil, ayan, from Jumil Lucina, Teacher Aubrey picked from group 1 to answer her question. Ayan. Or we may say, Teacher Aubrey picked from the live audience tonight to answer her questions. Ayan, sabi ni Jeremy Castillo mula sa phrasal verb natin kanina na pick on, sabi niya, when someone has a crush on you, he or she used to pick on you. Para magpapansin, inaasar ka, ano? From Beckman, Heidelin Diaz was picked from all the athletes to win the competition. From Emerito Anis, hello po, sabi niya, Heidelin Diaz was picked from the roster of best weightlifters. Napakahusay niya, no? Nakakahanga, sobra. From Mateo, I pick from iZone Girl Group. All right, so thank you for sharing your answers. By the way, what number are we now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on number 6. Ayan, number 6 na po tayo. For number 6, we have the phrasal verb. Tingnan niyo po. For number 6, our phrasal verb is pick at. Can you see it clearly? Pick at. Pick at. Yan po ang ating number 6. Pick at. Malinaw kung nakikita. So this phrasal verb, pick at, my dear learners, it means, yes, it has two different definitions. So the first definition of the phrasal verb pick at, again, pick at, a verb and a preposition, and when they are combined together, they are called and considered as phrasal verb with a new meaning. And this phrasal verb pick at, it has two different definitions. For the first meaning, pick at may mean to take only very small amounts of food. Again, the first definition is to take only very small amounts of food. O kukuha ka lang ng konting-konting pagkain. As simple as that. Pick at. So let's use in a sentence. We may say, Jessica ate almost everything on her plate, but she only picked at her piece. Again, Jessica ate almost everything on her plate, but she only picked at her peas, o yung mga green peas. That's for our first definition of pick at. For the second definition of pick at, it may mean to scratch or irritate something, such as cut or scrape. Again, to scratch or irritate something, such as a cut or scrape. O nangangahulugan na parang kinakamot. Parang ganun po, kinakamot. Or to scratch or irritate something. Or kung may surface man, ginaganon po. That is pick at. Now let's use that definition of pick at in a sentence. Let us say, don't pick at that cut. Don't pick at that cut. Let it heal. Again, don't peek at that cut. Let it heal. Yan yung karaniwang sinasabi sa atin ng mga nanay natin nung bata pa tayo, di ba? Kapag may sugat tayo at kapag naglalangib, gumagaling na yung sugat, nagkakaroon na ng clot, di ba? Anong ginagawa natin? Dahil makate, pinipick at natin, ini-scratch natin. At anong sinasabi? Huwag mong kamutin yan. Hayaan mong gumaling. Or in English, don't peek at that cut. Let it heal. Again, that's for the second definition of the phrasal verb pick at. Again, we have two definitions. The first one is to take only very small amounts of food, and the second is to scratch or irritate something, such as a cut or scrape. That's it. Now, let me see your sentences with the phrasal verb pick at. Yes, from Macman. Pick at, repeatedly pull at something with one's finger, or to irritate, to scrape. Karine Angela Rugas. Hello, bagong name na nabasa ko. Most of the time, she picked at her food. My brother picked at the food for breakfast. Ay, thank you, Ruel A. Maraming salamat at salamat din sa lahat na nang nag-share ng kanilang ideas. From Yen, after taking my lunch, I picked at a little slice of cake. Wow, anong flavor ng cake mo? Kanina kumain din ako ng cake. Bumili kami ng cake kasi wala lang. Para mawala lang yung stress, bumili kami ng chocolate cake. Sabi ni Mateo daw, Grandma picked at the small amount of rice. Sabi ni Tess Marinas, make sure to pick at food that you can only eat. Hello, Vij. Happy viewing and happy learning. Nagjo-joke na naman ang joker natin sa ating online class. Hi, Ma'am Aubrey. Pika, Pikachu. I pick from the group of vegetables that I will cook. I pick from po yun, mommy, ha? That's the phrasal verb we discussed a while ago, pick from. So thank you once again for sharing your thoughts and ideas. Now let's move on to the last phrasal verb for this lesson. So the last one is pick up on. Can you see it clearly? We have pick up on. Nababasa pong malinaw? Pick up on. Pick up on. What does this phrasal verb mean? Ano po ang ibig sabihin ng pick up on? Okay, so my dear learners, when we say pick up on, it means to understand something especially something that is not intended to be understood. Medyo malalim yung kahulugan. Mas padaliin pa natin. When we say pick up on, it means to talk again about something that others have mentioned, or to notice something. O pag-uusapan uli yung isang usapin, isang bagay na na-mention na ng iba, or other definition is to notice something. Papansinin mo uli, i-bring up mo uli. Okay? So, let's try to use that in a sentence. Maaring i-bring up mo kasi hindi siya naintindihan. Pero sa tingin mo, sa palagay mo, ay dapat na maunawaan at malaman pa. So, gamitin natin sa pangungusap. Let's say, I would like to pick up on the second point that you mentioned. Again, I would like to pick up on the second point that you mentioned. O gusto kong uling talakayin, linawin yung pangalawang bagay na binanggit mo. Okay, another sentence is, he failed to pick up on his teacher's question. Another, they are best friends. They can pick up on each other's bad mood. Other example is, they spoke in Spanish in front of Dorothy. So, she didn't pick up on what they were talking about. Again, nag-uusap sila gamit ang Spanish language sa harap ni Dorothy. Kaya naman hindi naunawaan. So, she didn't pick up on what they were talking about. Hindi niya naunawaan kung ano yung pinag-uusapan nila. That's it. Now, it's your turn to use our phrasal verb pick up on in your own sentence. Share your ideas, your answers on our live chat box. By the way, I have last two bonus phrasal verbs tonight. Sige po, basahin ko muna yung mga examples ninyo. Ayan, sabi ni Vigio, when you vlog, you have to pick up on the attention span of your audience. Yes. And that's what I am doing. Yes, love and support from Turkey. Hello, Teacher Janet. Ayan, magkausap kami kanina ni Teacher Janet. Hello po. Happy learning. And if you, my dear learners, haven't yet subscribed to her channel, please do so. Check out English Shara YouTube channel to learn more about English. To correct someone who made a mistake, when my son offered me burger, I only pick at small bite. Ayan. Thank you for sharing your answers. Ayan, wala pang gumagawa ng sentence using pick up on. Now, sige, pag-isipan nyo pa pong mabuti, I have last two phrasal verb with pick. Ayan, from Lester Mandulado, I didn't pick up on what my father say. Very good example. From Macman, I want to pick up on the lessons that I did not understand before. Medyo kulang na salitang on, ha, Macman? I want to pick up on the lessons that I did not understand before. From Yen Urel, let's pick up on what happened to that movie. Good example. From Emerito Anis, the training participants pick up on the topic that is unclear to them. Romer Salamat, I'm about to watch other YouTube channel for improving my English communication skills, but I pick you up over the other. Aba, medyo pinagsama-sama ni Romer Salamat yung phrasal verbs. Thank you, Romer Salamat. Salamat, thank you. Now, as I told you, I have last two phrasal verbs to share with you tonight. Which are these? The first one is pick apart. Pick apart. Pick apart. Ayan po. Pick apart. What do we mean by pick apart? So, my dear learners, when we say pick apart, This phrasal verb means to find flaws in something by careful examination. Again, pick apart means to find flaws in something by careful examination. O yung maghahanap ka ng butas, maghahanap ka ng maipupunang hindi maganda after mong usisain, after mong i-observe, after ng iyong careful examination. So now let's try to use in a sentence. So let's say, he picked apart my argument. He picked apart my argument. Again, he picked apart my argument. Hinanap niya yung flaws o yung hindi magandang puna dun sa aking argument. Next is be prepared or your speech will be picked apart. Or that's what I'm always doing before teaching you because I'm afraid that you'll pick me apart during my live discussion. I'm afraid learners will pick me apart during my discussion at sasabihin, "Nako, teacher, mali-mali yung tinuturo mo." That's why before I phase on my live discussions, I make sure na pinag-aaralan ko silang mabuti at ma-deliver ko ng maayos sa abot ng aking makakaya because I'm afraid you will pick me apart. Next, Henry was picking apart his opponent's argument. Ito yung ginagawa di ba, sa mga debates, nagpipick apart doon sa argumento nung kadebate mo. Hinahanap mo yung butas niya para doon mo siya matitira. Doon mo siya mahahanapan ng sagot na maganda kung ano yung sa palagay mo yung mali niya. Again, we have pick apart. Try to use that in your own sentence. Choose one. Mayroon pa ring iba, pero ito po kasi yung most common phrasal verbs. Thank you, Elvira Augusto, our live audience from Canada. Kumusta po dyan sa Canada? From Arim, wow, thank you for participating. The panels pick apart the errors in our thesis. Marami bang nahanap ng mali sa thesis niyo nung nag-aaral kayo? Okay, from Vigio, the buyers pick apart the vendor's offers. So thank you for sharing your thoughts and your example sentences. And now let's move on to the last bonus phrasal verb tonight, which is, and I'll just erase the writings on the board neatly. The last phrasal verb tonight with the verb pick is, sobrang laki, nasulat ko. This one, just hold on and you'll see in a little while. So the last phrasal verb we have tonight for this topic is pick through. Pick through. Say it. Pick through. It's through. Through. It's not through. It's through. There is an air coming out from your mouth. Through. Through. Pick through. Okay. Pick through. This common phrasal verb with the verb pick and the word through, pick through, it means, ang kahulugan po nito ay to search carefully to find something. To search carefully to find something. O yung maghahanap ka, hahanapin mo ng dahan-dahan para may makita ka na kung ano mang hinahanap mo. Okay? Mabusisi at dahan-dahang paghahanap. Okay? Para matagpuan yung hinahanap mo. O to find something o kung ano man yung hinahanap mo. Ngayon, subukan natin gamitin sa pangungusap. Let's say, Mary was picking through the ruins to look for her old family photo. Again, Mary was picking through the ruins to look for her old family photo. That's the first example. Another sentence is, he is such a messy boy. He is such a messy boy. He picks through his pile of clothes every day to find his favorite socks. Nako, kayo ba'y ganyan din kayo makalat? At napapagalitan din ba kayo ng nanay niyo kapag may hinahanap kayong bagay at yung hinahanap niyo pala ay nandun sa ilaliman ng cabinet at gahagis niyo at ang kalat-kalat. Bakit? Kasi nag-pick through kayo sa pile nung mga damit o dun sa patong-patong ng mga damit na nakayupi kaya naging magulo. That's it. And for the last example is I spent the whole morning picking through this pile of books, searching for my diary. Again, when we say pick through, it is a phrasal verb which means to search carefully to find something. Now it's your turn to make your own sentence using the phrasal verb pick through. And I'll read your answers. Let me read your answers. From Mekman, I picked through my group of friends to find the real ones. Ayan, ang pagkakaroon ng kaibigan, hindi naman talaga minsan sa haba ng panahon, di ba? Minsan may mga kaibigan tayo, matagal nating kaibigan, merong mga bagong kaibigan lang. Pero, yun nga yung lagi sinasabi, di ba? Quality over quantity. Ayan. At ang mahalaga, kahit konti yung kaibigan mo, mahalaga totoo sila sa iyo. I had to pick through the trash to find my electric bill. Bakit mo tinapon ang electric bill? Ayaw mo na bang makita yung bayarin? Karine, hello Edbon TV. Ngayon ko lang nabasa yung name mo from Yan Urel. I picked through the internet to find solutions to fix my errors on my program. Wow, very witty naman. Ronaldo Ayatid, I'm going to pick through some words that I cannot understand. From VidU, the researchers went to a sanctuary of bats to pick through the possible causes of COVID-19. Wow, very witty examples. Another example. Ayan, thank you for sharing your thoughts and your answers. And once again, my dear learners, if you learned something from our live lesson tonight, do me a little favor, give this video a thumbs up. Yes, paki-like niyo po ang video na ito, mag-comment, at i-share rin ang link. And also, may assignment kayo sa akin. Kagabi, sa ating live lesson, may ilang gumawa ng assignment, naghanap sila ng other words, other homonym pairs. Ngayon naman, baka may iba pa kayong alaman na phrasal verbs. If you know other phrasal verbs with the word pick, kindly put them on our comments section below. At ilagay nyo na rin yung definition and example sentence para mabasa ng iba na manonood ng replay ng ating video. And also, if you already watch of my YouTube Shorts video, kagabi nagsimula ako, naisip ko lang, no, na mag-record ng sarili ko, gumawa ng at least 1-minute video or yung hashtag shorts, YouTube Shorts. At ayun nga, magka-upload ako ng YouTube Shorts, practical lessons, practical trivias in English. Panoorin ninyo, mag-comment din kayo para malaman ko yung insight ninyo about doon. At syempre, ina-upload ko rin yung mga short videos na yun at i-upload ko yung mga paparating pang short videos na yun, practical English lessons, sa akin pong TikTok account. Ayan, may TikTok account na ako. Mag-follow kayo doon sa TikTok. Wala pa namang gisinong follower kasi hindi talaga ako nagti-TikTok. Pero susubukan ko lang yun na i-share din doon yung mga short videos and also dito sa YouTube. I-follow nyo po. I'll put that here, aubrey.bermudez. Ayan, makikita nyo nandyan. I-follow nyo sa mga nagti-TikTok. And once again, ini-invite ko rin kayo na maging bahagi ng aking second YouTube channel in which I do vlogs together with my family. It is Aubrey and Family Lifestyle TV. And isupport nyo rin yung channel ng kuya ko, 1P Motovlog. He's a courier, yes. And you'll find funny videos on his channel. Mag-enjoy kayo pag maraming problema, panoorin nyo para tumawa kayo. And again, to everyone, thank you for sharing your evening. TikTok about lessons ha, pero hindi ako nagsasayaw video ha. Mga lessons lang in English. And after this, I'll try to record another one. Nag-iisip ako ng magandang topic. Okay, and again, like this video, share the link on your social media, and don't forget to to put the hashtag Learn English with Teacher Aubrey. Don't forget to make your post public so that I will see it. And before we end this before we end this video lesson tonight, before we end this live video lesson, let me share with you this motivational quotation saying, believe you can and you are halfway there. Again, believe you can and you are halfway there. And that's another motivational quotation from Theodore Roosevelt. Kagabi, may shinare din ako na linya ni Theodore Roosevelt. And here's another one. Believe you can and you're halfway there. Isipin mo lang na kaya mo. At sigurado, malapit ka na sa gusto mo makamit o magawa. And with that, to everyone, ano man nga po ang inyong mga edad, narating sa buhay o estado sa buhay, basta lagi niyong isipin kung meron kayong gusto, walang imposible. Yung kahit pinaka-imposibleng bagay kung pinagsikapan ninyo, sinamahan niyo ng maraming panalangin, ipagkakaloob at ipagkakaloob yan sa inyo. Basta, lagi niyo lamang din pagsisikapan at pagsasanayan. Thank you so much, my dear live audience tonight. And let's meet maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'll just post here on my YouTube and on my Facebook page, Learn English with Teacher Aubrey. Have a good night. Have a good night. Stay dry, stay happy, stay positive. I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye.